I think we're about ready to go here. Welcome. Yeah, so I was gonna make a map today. I had an idea for a game I wanted to run. And basically that's the idea that from an island, I want to run many different groups coming to that island. Probably run several different groups from different entry points on the island. A little, for those of you familiar with the West Marches style of game, a very similar idea. Yeah, maybe even include several other GMs to man the other groups and see what parties explore different parts of the map as they get along, and then like conversing with the other DMs and trying to figure that all out. But before we do any of that, I need a map for people to explore. So I'm gonna take the things we've done before and kind of apply them. I'm gonna just make a new map. But before we do that, we want to first make a new table. Yeah, because I want this map to reflect a maybe. By the title, I've got a new and forgotten land. So these people coming to explore the island, it's new to them. It's a new frontier, maybe, or a new place, but it is a place that was once populated. Is what I want to go for. I want them to find the ruins and different civilizations maybe still on the island. So I want terrain and mainly features to represent that. I think our normally we have a civilizations table, but we're gonna have to, I think, cut that down and maybe the large city and the bigger population towns are going to be more abandoned cities or abandoned large capitals, and then have explorable urbanscapes in that. So let's see, is that too loud? Hopefully not. Hopefully that's just background music. My mixer says it's fine, so we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna bring you guys over to this page. So if you are following along, you can find these tables that you can actually view yourself at the bottom. Below the thing, there's a map dice image and a world doc image. You can click on those and it'll take you to these. But this one, right now, it's just copy pasted from an old one. I've changed the title to A New and Forgotten Land. I think a lot of the shape of the land's going to stay the same. Because our unlike when we did the post-apocalyptic one, I wanted some modifiers in there for, like, the old abandoned cities were kind of equivalent to mountains and whatnot, just because of their overgrown nature. But in this, I think it's fine to have civilizations separate. We're going to probably find something better for flats and plains. Let's see. We want depression, lowlands, great. Hills, highlands, cliffs, canyons, crests. So another thing is I've got these color markers. I did a short video not too long ago about with trying out colors as a nice key, as I was struggling with trying to figure out what would help differentiate plains from grasslands and etc. So medium peaks, large peaks, cool. So plains and flats. What's another level or level-ish? Because we got the depressions, got the hills. That's kind of our like. Maybe plains and flats and plains is fine. Be another shape that we want to incorporate into this. Maybe just split up this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna delete this. We got it. I figured it out. I want to. This is. X. There. It's gonna bug me. Ooh. Shift. C. There. There we go. There we go. Cliffs and crests, kind of the same thing. So we'll divide those up. So now the land will be a little more shapely. Yeah. What else? So the shape of land's great now because canyons and valleys, cliffs. Oh, that's You know what? I think I'm gonna. Because these being. So we talked earlier in an earlier video about how using dice to be able to transform your tables. So the D4 is gonna do 1 to 4, but I don't know how I feel about splitting those up. So I think I'm just gonna. Oh. Actually, it would have worked if I did this. Great. And then yeah. Peaks. Right. So we'll see how that works. Maybe it's a very mountainous island. Vegetation. I imagine it a little more overgrown, but I think we can leave the vegetation as is. I don't want to spend too much time on these tables because this is like the Fantasyland. This is the Fantasyland tables that we had up before, and obviously vegetation and the shape of the land is very easy and probably the same everywhere. Vegetation we muddled around with in the post-apocalypse map that we did, and that was fun to kind of twist things there. But and then, like, that's another thing. Like, we can use this to really change what we want to see in the island as far as vegetation goes. So is it a mountainous jungle landscape? Yeah, I like that idea. I think I like that. It's not that really, wastes or barrens. Yeah, okay. I think that'll be much more rare. Control X. I think we're gonna change this too, but I got an idea for that. Prime abundant farmland. Yeah, I wanna. Maybe a lush field. Like lush. There's got to be a better word for that. I'm thinking, like I guess, abundant farmland, but more of an overgrown, unkept style. I think you'd find a lot of, I don't know, ferns, moss, kind of like a swamp, but not a swamp. You know, that kind of low vegetation, but a lot of it. What is that called? Oh, there's a glade? Is that the right word? I don't know. You know, we'll figure it out. Light savanna forest? Sure. I want grassy to be rarer. Heavy forest. Yeah, I want forest down here. Forest. Cool. Cool. I want forests to be quite apparent. So we're putting that down with the 4s so that they're rolled more often. Ooh. And let's see. What do we want more? Yes, we want it to be a vibrant land, I feel. So any of the less growth areas, I want it down here. So light savanna forest, regular forest, lush, vibrant growth. What's another most common thing? Is it just called overgrowth? I was thinking putting a low growth or brambles, but that's kind of the lush, vibrant growth. Yeah, I think we're going to change this back to I'm going to put abundant farmable land, because anything that was there probably isn't there anymore, but I do want to put a low growth or brambles. Some difficult to traverse low growth. Oh. Got my St. Patrick's Day cup ready to go. It's always St. Patrick's Day. Let's see. Great. Water features, permanent riverbed, spring. Lake. Oh, I forgot to change that. See, now I want Yeah, corrupt or dark forest. Get a little spooky, but it only shows up on the 8th of the 7. Probably connect it to other forests as like the dark part of the woods. Perhaps there'll be goats there. Water features, great. I think we can just cover those. Caves, coves. I find this so hard to do. What is another good rarish feature? Let's see. I'm just gonna look something up. Don't quite work. A lot of coastal like water features. I'm looking for something more inland so we can just roll the dice on it, you know? Yeah, maybe we just leave it. Well, because it's more, let's do this. There we go. I want to prominent river point. Yeah, great. I want to do this. Probably just copy this. More prominent river points. Less of that. So you just delete that, and there. We might even make another one of these. Control copy. Oh. Get rid of spring. Spring was a weird one to try to draw on the map anyway. Or like, I'm gonna make a note here. Or like, so I think there's a better way to write that. I'll come back to that later. That's not what this is. That's not what I want this video to be about. This one is. So I think a 4 is just gonna be like either a larger swamp or a larger lake, and we'll figure that out as we go. Civilizations, farm. Yeah, this is where we get in the good stuff. Capital. So this is all gonna be like abandoned. That's the word I meant, definitely. What happened though? What was that all about? Shit, what did I do? Great. I'm just gonna copy that, and we're gonna paste that a couple times here. I think this is where it kind of shifts. I think there'll be more abandoned farms, farming communities. Islander. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. So instead of all that, let's just Control Z through all of that. We can just do 25% chance it's reclaimed. Yeah, I like that. So now we can still have all of our features, and they're going to be abandoned. Just start abandoned, but there's a 25% chance that maybe either some of the local islanders or something else has reclaimed it. Maybe some monsters or other factions have come before, or maybe a century ago they've sent someone to these lands, and they didn't make it back. But now there's some good story there. Like, who are these people? I like that. So still all the things like it would be a normal place, but now it's a little more crazy. And I think all of this is good. Lost or forgotten. I think that's kind of the whole world, though. This is all lost and forgotten. I think that's just like the title of the land. Everything here is either lost or forgotten, or found and new. So I'm gonna have to come up with a different one for that. Broken jacket, yeah. Do we have dangerous? Forbidden, dangerous. Great. I feel like forbidden or taboo. There you go. So deadly or dangerous. There you go. And I think that's we don't know why, but it'll be maybe itself or residents, whether creatures or people. Let's see. Broken jacket. Scarred, blasted. Frigid, frozen. I'm going to keep that because that's strange and interesting to find in a forest, and if it ever comes, it's still on a D20 table. If it ever comes up, that's like, what the hell is happening here in this forest? And I think that's this like jungle landscape I kind of want to envision. Bloodsoaked, war torn. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe like if there's no one around, that might be an interesting thing to try to figure out why it could just have been a battle scarred area, just, man, people fought here once and this place ain't the same. I like it. Overgrowth reclaimed. Yeah, that's kind of this map too, so we're gonna have to figure out something new for that one. Oh. Dangerous savage. But it's dangerous there again. Yeah. Wild? For like creatures, it's like a real bestial type area, is what I imagine. Ancient forgotten great, forbidden taboo. Yeah, that's in our context. That's kind of harder to explain. Because forbidden and taboo is usually cultural based, so it's great if maybe it was the people who left it behind, right? So not the people finding it. It's forbidden and taboo to the people who left. Haunted, necrotic, great. Well, radiant, sure. Flooded, drowned. And like we do have the wetlands and swamp thing. I'm just thinking this is like choke the land. I guess that's kind of what a swamp is anyway. We'll leave it for now. Mystical, mysterious, great. Wild magic or weird. I like wild magic a lot. A lot. So, hollow, empty, abandoned, vacant, verdant, abundant. That's abandoned, vacant. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change abandoned, vacant too, because that's kind of like the whole. What's the word for that when it's the wildlife isn't there. When I can't remember. Because that's kind of what I had for that. Just weirdly animal absent. I got one. Speaking of animals, and that's not an animal, but let's see about infested. That's the word I was looking for. Infested. Infested crawling. Ugh. I just had another idea, but it was putrid or rotting. Infinite or expansive. Infinite's a fun word to play with. Rainbow or scintillating. Yeah, I like that. And finally, rich or valuable. I like that one. So, what's this one going to be? We got two kind of negative ones. I kind of want a positive one. Something to do with the sun. Something lively. Something. Safe. Sanctuary. Great. Cool. Alright. Now we got our tables done. I'm gonna take a quick break, get some water to go with this coffee. We'll be right back. And then we'll just start rolling dice and doing the whole map thing. Alright, I'm back. Got some more coffee. Alright. So, yeah, I guess we get down to the dice. Oh. You can hear me. Oh, there it is. Why isn't... Okay, here we go. Great. Got it. Haha! Okay. We had a catastrophic failure, but no. Ooh, that's loud. Alright. I'm gonna turn this way the hell down. Great. So, oh, almost forgot. There we go. Hello. Great. So, yeah, mixing. Is this the one I want? Yeah. Great. See, I've rogered it all. As now I need to bring this all down. So I think this is a fine, like, coastline. You know what? No, I can't do it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna just do the top here. Oh, you know what? I can unroger it. Nope. Alright, well, I'll just re-roll. Wait, that's loud. So, technical difficulties. 1 sec. Okay. So, I definitely envision this. Ooh. When I was doing this, I was definitely envisioning the island being like, you know, a small island but with offshoot islands. So I like what's going on here. to our tables. Highlight that one because it's easier for me to see. Great. So. 3. What's a 3? Oh, interesting. So I think this is just going to be like a... It might just be like a little island ring. We'll see, we'll see. Alright. 8, that's something special. I'll just go with the flow, you know. You're making coastlines. Oh! There we go. So yeah, I just like to go with the flow when making coastlines. I said earlier, it was probably a little quiet, but I envisioned the island scenario being a couple islands and then like one large island to be able to go and explore the smaller islands. I think I'll make 2 other islands this way. I was thinking about connecting these 2, but you know, whatever. Yeah, we'll connect them. Why not? Cool. How's he does? Is that right to see? Let's check. Beep boop bing, beep boop bing, beep beep boop bing, beep boop bing, beep 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 boop beep boop bing, beep boop bing. Yeah, that's fine. I'll move this up a little. A little more focus on what I'm doing down here. I gotta just follow along. Kind of just a little squiggly line. Just, you know, coastlines aren't super straight. It's almost like this map had to fit on a poster board. So I think I'll leave, I won't connect this right here quite yet. I'll wait for the next roll. I think we got a good line on this one. I think we'll do a roll that'll be here in that corner and then that corner. Like that'll be our three rolls, I think. So I'm gonna start going through it. Oh, flats please. So now, here's the thing. For those of you who didn't see, or this is your first look, I made a little key, and I bought some felt. So I think flats and planes. There's gonna be yellow, maybe an off green. So I did test there for the Wastelands and Deserts, or Wizards. Hey, how's it going, Too Many Bears? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I've got a couple videos of it on my YouTube, but yeah, basically it's it's just an easy way to make a map if you're struggling for ideas. Yeah. But right now, I'm trying to figure out. I think it's gonna be a yellow. Of all systems, this is not. This map drawing is not system dependent. Normally D&D, but I've got a Genesis game coming up. But this map, I think, is gonna be for a D&D or a D&D like system. But I've fallen in love with Genesis recently, so that's gonna be something I'm gonna play more hopefully sooner rather than later. Put some little greens in there. All right, it's the same for this one here. Yeah, it's a fantasy flight game. It is something I like about it is that it's more narrative themed. It is this is one too. It's dice that aren't numbers. They are like symbols. So it's a little clunky in that regard, but it is with those symbols. There's success and failure, but also did I succeed at a negative, or I succeeded, but also something it adds yes and or yes but into the system. Yeah, it's the Star Wars RPG, the FFG Star Wars RPG. Yeah. It's basically the same system. Genesis is just the Fantasy Flight taking the Star Wars out of it and kind of just saying this is the system that you can use for any genre. Basically the same. If you know one, you know the other. 2. What's 2? Hills Highlands. Alright. Granularity for success and failure. Yeah, I totally agree. I just love that. Like, sure, you get what you want, but also you tell me how that didn't quite pan out, or what did your success get the bad guys. I think it's really good. 2. Oh. I'm noticing something. Let's see. I got a chat box here, and it is not working. I'm new to this whole thing. So hold on. I see what I've done. Yeah, that can be a 0. I'll reset it though. Okay, good. I had the text box coming up way below where it's supposed to show up, so it's readable. Alright, back to it. No, so it's the same name. I have it on some other pages, like Yeah. Anyway, I've got like an explanation video there too, so I was gonna put up a second one for the building of tables, but yeah, if you check that out, it's a little more insight into what's going on here, I guess. But all right, 3. Yeah, 3 depression lowlands. I was gonna put a color to that. Blue hills first. So yes, I definitely need a better Twitch page. I'm working on that, but I felt like making a map tonight. I just this week made affiliate, so I'm like trying to set that all up, but I just wanted to, do something a little creative instead of set up, if that makes sense. Yeah, probably. I said at the beginning that the purpose of this map is actually going to be like a West Marches style exploration map. So I was going to have a couple groups, run several groups through it, and they were going to enter from different parts and kind of see what they explore at different times, and then, whatever they explore, they can share with each other or not, or whatnot. Yeah, West Marches is a cool idea. I've never done it before, so I'm, see how this goes. I like map building though. I like doing this, and it kind of feeds into it. If I can just make a map and then have people playing it, great. 6 grassy. Ooh, grassy. Grassy. 3. You know what? Maybe I'll is that a better thing for that? Like a reverse hill, because that's kind of what they are. Yeah, nice. I've always wanted to give it a try. Me as a GM, I think it's interesting to be like, all right, here's the map. You guys tell me what you want to explore, and then we'll go do that. I can't be around. This pen's new. There's no way it's running out. How'd it go? How was your experience with West Marches? Four is medium peaks. Ooh. Canyon or oh yeah, kind of a canyon between these two, like a valley. It was a lot of fun. 4 active GMs, nice. And 5, yeah, around 40 players. Oh, nice. 40 players, 4 active GMs. Oh, nice. And five others, so like 9 GMs, but 4 were constant and 5 were one-shotty. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I don't know how many I would get in on this. I don't know how many I would need. I'm looking over here at the screen, but the camera's here. Yeah, I don't know how many I would need, you know? It's something me and my roommate were kind of brewing. I've got a couple GMs in mind that I'd want to do it with. Just people I know that have GM'd games. The only downside is I tended to make characters. Yeah, obviously that's a fear. Yeah, it definitely would bring it more on the exploration. It's definitely a different style of game, and for me that's like way out of my comfort zone. Normally I like the big political games, the like who can we trust, and scheming and whatnot. That's the political aspect is more what I like to play with. So, but that being said, I ran a Tomb of Annihilation game not too long ago, and the Tomb of Annihilation game got me really wanting a big exploration style game. Like, sure there's a big threat, but also I just want to like hex crawl sometimes. I want people to hex crawl and be like, ooh, you discovered this, or I want supplies to matter. That was cool. Like, sure, we can go this far if we want to come back. Yeah, exactly. I think I've included character creation on the tags, because that's definitely it. If the world's interesting enough, that's its own character that everybody can explore. To one. There's a little flat area around here. Two is hills, so I will add that for now. Yellow for. I think I'll do the nice touches on the plains later. I got the nice touches of the greens. I like that, but I can do that off screen. I found that most Masters games are really good for getting people involved with GMing. Yeah. It's just like, hey, if you want a GM, I got a map for you. You can make up whatever the hell you want about this area and take your players on it, and then you tell me how that went. Yeah, exactly. That's really cool. I got 2 8s here. I'm gonna clear some elbow space before I roll on those. Okay, 4. Oh, medium peaks, nice. I always love it when hills go into mountainous terrain. It just makes sense, you know. Yeah, let's see. It's a good place to like try out character ideas to just, you know, ones that you might not want to run for a long time, but want to be like, hey, I've been brewing this character. Very good space for that, I assume. Oh, shoot. I went to the wrong screen. Thanks. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for the heads up. Cool. 6 cliffs are crested. I think the cliff is gonna. Seven large peaks. Nice. Oh. That's how we know they're large. Got snow on them. Alright. 4 and 4. Medium peaks. Great. I don't want talking. Switch. Tries and make it a variety of leveled groups. So once you add a character, get to level 10, you give it a sheet and told to make a level 5 character. Interesting. You're encouraged to keep your characters within a set range. That makes sense. What game had that? Was it Dungeon World and Apocalypse World that had like the, alright, you've gained all of your experience, you are this now, you're this tier of character, and like you can retire and take a new character, and then they have their own set of like inherited stuff, so you can play like generations of characters. Nice. You got a character to level 18 from 1? That's huge. I think I've... nice. I've only played a character up to level 14, I want to say? Probably, yeah. 4. Medium peaks. I'm going to do some medium peaks over here before we... So you probably missed it when I was talking about it right at the beginning, but if you wanted to follow along with the maps, the thing I had here, where it wasn't the map, is the tables I'm following, but those are down below, and you can click on map dice to bring you to exactly this one, if you wanted to follow along. You don't have to, but if you wanted to use it as your own resource. Yeah. But now I'm gonna roll some, because 8s here and here are special modifiers. So special modifiers is a different table. Yes. Not a lot of mice space. There we are. Much better. So this 8 here is a 6. Ooh, safe island. I think it's like a home base. So it's safe and secure. Oh, cocked. 7. Oh, safe and secure, large peaks. Island mountain base? I think so. Cool. I did roll a second special. So the special modifier, the way I do it, because I wanted the 8s or the highest dice and to be special in some way, or the highest value. So over here we've got another one, and I roll a d20 and then figure out on the d20 table what the modifier is, and then I'll roll this again to figure out Oh, it's 7. More large peaks. So it was a 17 large peaks. It was a putrid or rotting large peaks. Gross, and also interesting. Just gonna write it there. Yeah. What is putrid and rotting peaks? Yeah. So, what was it? My second video I did, the full one, was me trying to use Ironsworn, the RPG Ironsworn, because I've got a bunch of random tables to actually make stories about the first map I made. It was a lot of fun, but it took a while, and it's a lot of me just trying to come up with the idea. It's a lot of ums and ahs while I think of things, and I didn't think that was very interesting to watch. But this is exactly why I include the special tables, because now it's just like, what does that mean? I'm gonna just make a the putrid hills, putrid peaks. All right, get out of here, talking music. There you go. Where's the thing? There we go. Yeah. So like, I'm thinking maybe a dead dragon or dead gigantic colossal creature that is now covered in dirt, or the landscape has become the landscape. I like it. Well, I'll make a note. Actually, this video is my note. I'll make a note somewhere. There we are. 122. Great. So, get that out of the way. With the 7, we got some large peaks. Yeah. Or some ginormous insect that now looks like mountains. This is a exoskeletal, and then within it is just its hollow, rotting guts. Weird and gross. I like it. I was thinking more medium continent, like Australia, I guess. I've got another. My other map was like part of a continent. So to be really weird. Yeah. I like the really weird. The really weird is where the cool stuff happens, you know? Oh, back to the top for the tables for me. 4 and 4 medium peaks. Great. Put that in. A tall coastline. Two. You like Numenera for what reason? Just weird tables? I've never played Numenera. It's been up on the list, but never breached the I've read it. Some mountains, some small peaks. So here's the interesting. What is this one? Fields. So the one is fields. So we're gonna do that. But these fours are close together. So we're just gonna say it's 3. What's a 3? Oh, interesting. Depressions. Lowlands, and then we the medium peaks, right? Medium peaks, yeah. So we're just gonna join the 2 medium peaks because they're so close together. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I like joining the features because it makes it feel more like an actual mountain range, if or larger field or whatnot. Yeah, so far I like that. At the beginning of this, I talked about how I feel like this will be more mountainous. I wanted it more lumpy, but then the terrain to be more lumpy, but then also with more vegetation. So, in the documents, you can see a list of all the tables I've done. One of them is just regular Fantasyland style thing, kind of average vegetation, average kind of shape. That's what I was aiming for there. With this one, I wanted to make it lumpier and also more vegetation for the purposes of exploring, because that's something I liked about Tomb of Annihilation and Chult, was the exploration of, hey, I got that map in the back, that one. Chult was super cool to explore, or have the players explore it. Yeah, exactly. And you can change the tables any way you like to kind of get the results you want, but still have it be random. Yeah, Chult is a lot of fun. Mountainous, foresty, cool area. 3. So 2 3s together, I'm going to connect the lowlands. So I probably need a better symbol for lowlands. Oh well. They're like unhills, so that's how I'm drawing them. Cool. Ooh. Canyon or valley? These are always the hardest for me to draw. Errant peaks. Yeah, I thought that makes sense, but in these trying times, I think I would actually get a set in the future. Just like white and like black, maybe. Just something very standoutable. Let's get a bunch of those sets. Right now we're looking at my nice green and gold sets, but that's more personal collection that I'm using right now and not optimally designed for this purpose. But yeah, it's a great suggestion, and I should in the future. But you know, the plague is happening, so any extra funds are going to, you know, surviving the apocalypse. She's surviving all right. Cliff's Crest. I'm just gonna put this in here. I gotta scooch down and get real comfortable with this mic. Sorry, my bad. Hey, I heard the noise. Oh, hi, Dwayna. Dwayna. Thanks for stopping by. I'm terrible at pronouncing names also. Hills and Highlands. Six. It's gonna be a cliff around this way. Because of the mountainous terrain is what I'm thinking, going down into the lowlands. I see that that's a 1, so that makes sense to me. But yeah, 1. What is this? I gotta find a better way to mount this mic. Here, do it live. Making adjustments. Four. Medium peaks. All right, 5. That's another 1 there. It's the only 1 in the area, so we'll do that. 5. Whatever the 5's again. Gotta just. Oh. 5 is canyon or valley. Maybe just turn it into a big cliff. That's what I'm thinking. It's for the medium peaks, yeah. So I'm just gonna. This whole area is just gonna be like a crest down. Yeah. I'll remember that for next time. I've already got pen on the paper, or I totally would have taken your suggestion. 4. Yeah. You know what? I don't hate this. I don't like it. I don't mind it being like maybe a peninsula of some sort. This is me trying to like dodge the mic so I'm not hitting it. All right, cool. We got some medium peaks kind of bridging the gap here. Six. Closer across. Oh, you know what? Oh, thank you, Profiteer, for following along. I think this is gonna follow along here. I think that's all like beach land. Yeah. Be like Dover. I am not familiar, at least by word. Depression's low. That's nice. We'll move him over. Two. I'm gonna educate myself. Oh. Exactly. If I redo this map, I think I'll actually do like probably follow the coastline a bit more to get that kind of effect. Get back on the page. There we go. Yeah, no, very, very cool. Very pretty. Yeah. Two. Yeah. You know what? We got another cliffside thing here. That's what we're gonna do here. There we go. Put it in. Yeah, though, like, it's really cool to see like old cartography maps that are just like, it was kind of like this, but yeah, exactly. Like, I was told it was kind of like this over that way. That's an interesting idea, though. Yeah, like maybe a thing I'll do is make the like, well, the world, make the actual map kind of roughly how I want it, maybe fine tune it later, but give them just a version that is the coastline kind of. Give them a, like, so they have like an idea of where they want to land. but also leaving it up to the GM how that coastline actually looks. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. And like, I want players to draw their own maps. They'll have to make roads, I think, unless there's inland settlements, and that's one of the further down tables. Might get to it tonight, might not. If not tonight, then Wednesday. I'm gonna come back and do some more work on this map on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll see how far we get. But part of the civilizations for this map, I'm going to have either mostly abandoned, but maybe some. Yeah. So people are coming back to this land. The title of the table is a new and a forgotten land. So it is new to people, but it was forgotten because people used to be here but are not anymore. So I want the feeling of being able to find ruins and developed parts that are now old and overgrown. This is all ones over here. This big old field area. So the things that they left behind, or maybe people sent before them, have now made settlements inland. Or, well, I think that's going to be part of some development that we do later. They like going around and figuring out the story of each area. Here, I'm gonna mute this for a second. So I'm gonna move it without making your eardrums burst. We'll see if that works. But yeah, where are we? Was this 2 a thing? Not anymore. 6 Clifford Crest. See, I got a D20 in here by accident, so I think I'm just gonna use it as a special modifier because that's the only thing 20s would ever be. So we'll do that last. Figure what that is. We shouldn't. Gotta do it now. So it was a 2. It was a 20. It was 2 on the roll 20. Broken or jagged. Nice. That's gonna be a broken or jagged D8 in the middle of all those. 5. Oh yeah. It's gonna just join up with this one. Yeah, I don't know yet. I think that's something I'm gonna figure out when I'm making it and kind of figuring out more about the people that were left behind, if any. Kind of figure out the stories of each of the cities that were left behind, and kind of develop it from there. Yeah. fun with this one. This is the Broken Jagged Valley. That still needs to be written in. I'll draw the rest of that later, I think. Sometimes I lie to myself and just go along and ignore the things I was saying. One second, I'll get to you in a second. Here. Yeah. So what I was thinking for the thing I rolled that was protected off the coast is maybe like a general safe place for the people coming, like this expedition. Yeah, definitely they could be there. Maybe we just leave it, and there might just be a settlement there, sequestered away, trying to stay safe from the land. Yeah, so that's what went through my head when I rolled the safe off coast thing. Like I imagine all these people are being privatized. That's not exactly the right word I'm looking for, but contracted as contracted explorers to come to this island and discover areas about it for different companies or whatnot, but all under the banner of one country. So a nice foothold would be cool there. Maybe it's we can go maybe re-explore that. Maybe it's an abandoned fortress that they knew about. Maybe it's something else. But I think that's for later. But I do like that idea for that. Yeah, it's definitely either going to be an established foothold or the like sequestered away safe area for native islanders or people left behind. 6 Cliffs Crest. Ooh, yeah, maybe just like a weird. That's weird to me. I guess it's like a weird range kind of holding the this area. So we rolled the cliffs here, but I like the idea that it's like a valley, but also on the other side of what one of the valleys is like a sheer drop. Land's weird, you know. Just weird stuff in reality pops up all the time too. Let's see. 2 hills. Highlands, great. We've almost got all of our dice off. Just a bit of yellow over here. Whoop. A little bit of yellow over here. Yeah. So, using the Ironsworn stuff, once all the map is drawn and all the like places are there, we can go back to interesting places and then roll on the oracle tables. I was blown away when I learned about Ironsworn. It was such a cool idea, and I really love stuff like that. But like the most useful thing to me out of that book was the Oracle tables. Just the, here, pick 3 themes. What is this about? Brainstorm. And as a GM, I love that stuff. So. Alright, let's get this back here. No, I like that being in there. Just kind of a guaranteed weird thing. Yeah, great for NPCs, great for new cities. Like if you're just building a new D&D world, even you can use the Oracle in that to be like, what is? I don't really have an idea for this new town. What is it? Oracle, help. Yeah, I saw a look through that. I think that is super insane, but I also love drawing dungeon maps. But I guess you can just draw a dungeon map using that, and like, here's a room. What's in it? Hey, I'd have to. Yeah, exactly. Give me all the random tables. I want more random tables. Yeah, building the dungeon as you delve it is such a crazy idea. Ironsworn's got a lot going on for it. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down so... But hopefully I remember to turn it back up. Yeah, it's the Teddy Bear Lich's picnic. That's an old nursery rhyme, right? So, if bears had phylacteries, what would they be? Yeah, definitely. Just a rock. Or like the river. Like the river's always gonna be there. At least a bear might think. Werebears can't have an undead template. All right, that's some hard D&D stuff. Yeah, just stuff gets weird, man. All right, we haven't defined any of this coastline yet. There'll probably be something in here. And then down, yeah, I don't hate that. And then just, I'll be in here. We'll include this, I like this as like maybe a longer island. Yeah. Oh yeah, just, yeah, I don't hate that. This 5, which is, I messed it up, so they're gonna switch places. Sometimes you just gotta Bob Ross it. No wrong can come of you drawing this map. Just roll with it. It's happy accidents. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, because that sounds cool. And let's see. Yeah, we kind of got one started here. I'm debating whether, yeah, this all here is going to be one. Because these 2s are hills. Hills into medium peaks is why I do this. It's just so satisfying. Mm-hmm. 6. See, both these 6s are, these 2 here, I don't know if you can see, but these 2 here are cliffs. So that says to me we do some cliff coast work, is what that says. But I think a nice sharp in here, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think that 2 out there, you're an island. I'm gonna move it over a bit. There's not room to draw other things. Two, I think that's another island. I think we're gonna. So I want to draw the coast first, and then we'll have the island sit inside it. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, it's a little bigger than the slot I normally give a dice, but I like the way it looks. So, you know, just do whatever makes you feel good. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The dice, they're not here to tell you what to do. Just give you ideas. They're not the boss of you. Alright. Do I want to bring that in yet? That D20 got there again. That was a different one. There. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. This D20 is 17. Do we roll a 17? Is that putrid? Is this land just filled with dead bugs? And this one here, this one is a 6. I don't know what that is yet. I'm excited to find out. So we got another cliffside here. I think I'm just gonna scooch these dice over so that we can have another cliff-laden coastline. What was it, putrid? I haven't looked at the list yet. If it is, I probably will, just, you know, variety for sake. The second one was a 6. Cool. I remember things. 4. Except for, yeah, bigger medium peaks range. Great. What was the 6? It's easier for me to ask you and not scroll down. Safe? Where is it, though? It's here, which is another coastline thing. We could just have those be, like, starting points. But I probably will just roll it again instead. Because I kind of want the players to choose where they want to come in at. So, I think designating points is like, where are you going to set up base camp on the coast? That's a question I want to ask them. I don't want to be like, here's your starting point. Or I want to leave it up to other GMs who I might be having help me on this, and having them determine where they want their party to start, you know? Not the forest, because that game turned me. Yeah, the forest is creepy. You fight horrible cannibal mutants and then are forced to eat them. And it turns out you're the horrible cannibal mutant the whole time. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll this 6. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna. Remember, we got planes there. All right. What's this D20? 18. I can't remember what that one is. I am Pacific time. 18. Infinite. Yeah, infinite or expansive. Let me get to roll the d8 again to see. It's an infinite and expansive and or expansive. 2. Hills. So the infinite and expansive idea I had was that it was supernaturally altered in some way. So we'll figure... Yeah, cool. Just gonna make it... Kind of digging the jams tonight. What did I look up? Anyway, it's been really good tonight. Maybe it's kind of yeah, almost maze-like. Yeah, it's yeah, I like that. Maybe shifting somehow? Yeah, exactly. The like bigger on the inside was kind of the idea I had. But I do like the idea of getting lost, like the Lost Woods, but the Lost Hills. You go over this hill and it's just like the hill ahead of you is the one that you just came over, you think, maybe? I like that. That's a spot for some reconsideration when we go through the go through each area. I've made a note here for it. Maybe like we'll see where settlements go. If settlements get sprinkled in the right areas, but if there's a settlement close here, yeah, I definitely like that idea of it being ghost burial fuckery. Poltergeists. 6 cliff crest, great, yeah. Cliffside for these fountains. 5. This is Canyon Valley. I think we're just gonna make this the other side of a larger valley because the cliffs all the way over that side. I'm always up for some good ghost fae screwing around. Medium peaks. Oh, I got another medium peaks up here. Great. Yeah. It's really... that's something you get kind of with this. And... what did I do? Canyon Valley, Cliff Crest, yeah. Yeah, I think I had them up differently. I had... before this, Canyon and Valley and Clifton Crest were all kind of like one thing. Just like a weird... either cutoff or a valley. So, yeah. I definitely if you see this, the jagged valley, but there's also a valley over here. There's definitely going to be probably a river coming this way, or a river, you know, some sort of river formation, I think. Oh no, it's not a bad thing. It's just a nice observation. Thank you. 3. I'm just gonna get this 3 out of here. Ooh. Very, very Iron Landsy. I really like, or at least the playthrough I've seen, which I dig. 4 medium peaks. Bigger mountain range, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I really like Eberron has an area like that I really like. It's kind of like it's their Niroshima. It's the like, oh, something real bad happened here. Maybe we should stop. Just let's chat about this. But yeah, now it's all torn up and rife with magic and just poorly treated magically. And yeah, I like that. One of the living spells are really cool. I just use those elsewhere now because I think the idea of a spell gone wrong and becoming a pseudo elemental is very interesting. Also, one of the on my D20 chart, it's got wild magic area. Just, can't let it go. Gotta have the wild magic possible. Right. I think this whole coastline. That's weird. 6. So we've got Canyon Valley 5, but that's 5, 5, 5, 5. So I think we're gonna have another. Let's get these ones. Oh, 1, 1, 1. Great. I'm just gonna connect it down here. Yes. They have a really fun one called The Wasted West. Nice. I'm not familiar with the setting too much, but I really liked the Midgard Players book. They've got cool things that I want to explore in the world book, but I wasn't able to get the book anywhere. I'm sure I could get it from online, but I just hadn't. Lazy, and now, like with dice that are going to be better, I don't have money for that at the moment. But some of the cool things that they call out are like the shadow corruption-y type stuff, and the ring magic, ley line magic, and the other type of magic, rune magic, all that stuff. It's very nice. I really like that setting. Only if it's not pirated or whatnot, you know. I'm for the ethical sharing. Yeah, I see. It's in the player's guide, or at least, if not the full thing, the part of it. And it's very like it's the Mediterranean. That's the Europe and like the top of Africa. It is very much that. All right, let's get in this valley. There are plenty of valleys. So yeah, I think it starts here. I think it's just gonna be like a Grand Canyon-y type thing. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you know what I'm excited for? This thing. Yeah, having the like zoom in ability. Can you like zoom in on like cities and places? That would be very interesting. Yeah, we'll check it out. That sounds great because I do like the setting. So, that opening to this song reminded me of something. A video game, and I don't know what. That lets you... Oh, cool. Yeah. That seems interesting. I want to check it out. Yeah, that's fine. Probably like stuff they've already published. Okay, I'm gonna leave the ground of that valley for now. Oh, you know what? There's another 5 up here. Let's just make it a big old valley. Yeah, I agree. Alright, 3. Depression's lowlands. That's... Alright, that's 17. We're gonna reroll this 20 now. Let's see. 16. I think that's a bad one. I put 16 and 17 in at the same time and they are both bad. Yeah. Infested and or crawling. Yeah, I like it. Finish up that coast. Oh, I gotta roll the other thing it is. Derp. Infested or crawling 6. Yeah. Is that from a thing that sounds familiar? 6. Oh, so well, I don't hate it, and I'm taking it. If so, there's a 6 and a 6 next together, so I think it's a cliff, but it's gonna be the real. It's all infested. Are you playing some Total War right now, Profiteer? Yeah, I like this infested cliffs. I'm thinking cool. Maybe that's just that whole area, but I can't remember what bug it is, but maybe it's bees, or like a type of bee that like sits on a cliff and kind of like burrows into the cliff as their hive. Yeah, like the cliffside is just filled with holes. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put infested. Cool. Oh, that's so cool. But not like a typical howl or blowing of wind, but like maybe something in the cliff makes it buzz. Just like a natural buzzing, not a. I mean, I kind of want it to still be filled with insects, but definitely some weird sound. Maybe not, it doesn't have to be buzzing. Bugs are already there. We'll figure something out. I like that. I like that note. I'm gonna come back to that when we go through things. For peaks. Sixes, close canyons. Ooh, there's an 8 up here. That 8 means we roll the d20 again. There's. Oh, we'll wait. We'll do the 8 because those are both 6s. If it's a 6 again too, that'll be fun. All right, the d20. 10. It is a 10-2. So 2 is hills. Ooh, the haunted hills. Yeah, I like that. Let's get this closer to me. And like maybe we just use that the infinite hills here. Maybe these are just the haunted hills up here. We can save. We can do both ideas. Haunted hills. The coastline come around this way. I think this cliff is here. Yeah. That area is rough. And this place sucks. Who wants to go here? Yeah, all this area. All right. I don't think any of this. I think I was done with that. 3. Yeah. Haunted, infested. There's a giant river here. Giant valley, I mean. Probably more closer to a canyon. Yeah. I'll have to figure out why. That's for later. Yeah, I'm uncertain. But at least, like, this part of the world is leaning towards darker. Like, maybe not everywhere. Like, definitely feeling it up there. 5. Oh, it's more canyon. It's a valley, canyon valley, but that's like the idea of we just continue the rough canyon. Going through and making all these. I'll do that later. That's a little tedious work. We want to get to the meat. I think I'm only gonna go till 11 my time tonight, and then pick this up on Wednesday. So I want to hopefully get at least the coastline done. I'll probably do one more roll and call it at the end of that roll. I can do all the fine tuning between 3. So yeah, the rougher terrain intent is, I think, kind of working out. Just with these canyons. Yeah. It'll be tough to traverse, and that's kind of what I was looking for. We haven't even got to the vegetation yet. The vegetation's going to be fun to kind of see what's up. With some of this. Six. Grassy. No, cliff grass. That's how I got this grassy down here. I misread my tables. Alright, we'll leave that though. Cliff Crest, great. I don't know where I pulled that from. Yeah, whatever. Two. One up in the corner there. That'll probably be part of an island, I'm thinking. Four. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't think I'll be doing too much more on this map. I'm probably going to only be on for another half hour. But I'll be back on Wednesday if you want to drop by. And, you know, VODs will be up, so if you don't match it, or if you don't catch it, just... So sorry! If you... Yeah, don't let the bugbears bite. Yeah, come by Wednesday or catch up on it later. But thank you so much for coming by. A lot of great brainstorming today. Hills. Hills, that's a 2 as well. Yeah, sorry, so bad. I'm cool, sounds good. Oh yeah, it was fun brainstorming. 3. Oh. I put that one. That was 3. Yeah, interesting. Have a good night. Yeah, we'll see what it's like. You know, at the very least, have you run something or someone else run something in this. See how it goes. You know. Guten Nacht. This is gonna be tough to do because. All right, let's try that. Yeah, I'm going to be drawing over this way now. So the reason I was doing that is because my mic is in the way of me drawing things. So I'm trying to figure out how to remedy that. Just lay down for a sec. Roll them. All right, now we can draw. That is a lot of dice. Somehow not enough dice. So I think what I'm going to do is this area here is going to be its own island. Just to give it a different shape. I like different shapes, but good shapes. Its own island up there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you haven't already got a map for it, just do something like this. I'm sure you got a lot of dice. Because yeah, just random dice generation map is fun. Gives you ideas, it brainstorms. So even though you have your yeah, I guess just raise the levels. It becomes less and less land, and more not land. I guess unless it falls on the land. I gotta fix my headphones. That's what I'm doing here. There we are. Cool. I'll still work my way this way, I think. I can deal with those islands later. That's... Oh, yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's just get this out of the way first, so I don't knock anything. I suppose, yeah. I guess your tables could be then, if dragons fall and create the land, your tables are, is this a dragon claw or a dragon head? What part of the dragon is being splayed out here? I think that's a really cool idea. 4 is medium peaks. This is valley right here, so I'm gonna just shift these guys down. Put that all together, so it's gonna be a medium peak range. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, Yvonne was a cool place. You should do more work on that. To... I see a couple 2s around here, so I'm gonna draw those 2s in. Sometimes it's... Well, it's easier to do those all at the same time, so I don't forget what the result is, and it saves time. Ooh, there's an 8 nested right here. I like that. 3. Depressions. You can kind of do that as by taste. What I do is I've got this, so I can use the hex grid to kind of like do how big or small I want each area, and how did I do it? No. No. Well, they do it like this. So anyway, it's a thing I'd have to figure out, but I can like make it bigger or smaller. You can also, you just say everything. I was thinking days travel each hex, but like over mountainous terrain, it's 2 days worth. So finding out exact numbers, not my personal jam. So I'll leave that to the people who are better at numbers and better at knowing distances of things. The cartographers of the world. But like the actual cartographers, not the fantasy game cartographers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the hex helps for. I'll definitely have a hex version of the map, so that I can run it as a hex crawl exploration. Um, 2 hills. Hills next to lowlands. I'll take the highland, you take the lowland. Hmm. Three. Lots of lowland over here. Might end up being a swamp because it's so big next to water. I like it. Six. This way. Sure. 5. Oh, 5. 5, 5, 5. I'll just continue that cliff or crest into valley land. What's 6? Cliff crest. Yeah, the valley opens up weirdly. I like that. So start with a little valley and then 2 cliff sides on either side. We get like some weird. I really want a lake in there, but we'll see what the dice say next time. 3s. 3s was lowlands. Cliff's Crest. Yeah, so actually here, and here are all like lowlands. So that's interesting to me. These are hills, so I mentioned this before, but the hills are easy to draw, but lowlands I was struggling for, so I just made them unhills. So they're like little indents into the world. Yeah, lots of mountainous terrain and the like. I'm a big fan. 5. Oh, this makes it. You know what? I'm just gonna. This is a Canyon Crest Valley kind of dropped in the where we already have it here. Do I just make that? Oh, this is a 5 too. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Just connected the valley right around. No, oh man, there's so many 8s up there. That's exciting. 6 and 6. Cliff or crest? Yeah, for sure a fault line. And just like, because it's not really connected to the land yet, maybe it's just open and gaping. It had no time to have the water come in. It might be below water level, which will be interesting. I can do some research on that too, if I care as much. But also, yeah, 2 6s here. Yeah, this is more cliffside coast. Yeah, cool. We got an 8 up in the corner. Time to roll some dice for that. We already got a 17. 13. Lucky 13. At 13. 13, 5. Ooh, Canyon Valley. I'm just gonna re-roll that. Yeah. 1, 13. What's 13 anyway? Maybe I just keep it close. We'll see. We'll talk. Where are you at, Mouse? There we are. 13. Mystical or mysterious? Yeah, okay. I think what we're gonna do is have something mystical about the fault line there. We rolled the 1 for where it was, but I'm gonna say the 1 is actually here. We did roll Canyon Crest the first time, so I'm gonna transfer the result of that down to where there is already the Canyon Valley. I'm already liking playing with it. I think because we already got flats here, I'm going to move this here and figure out that 8 there. 5, 3. So 5 is... Ooh... 5, 3. Oh, interesting. Blood-soaked or war-torn. Blood-soaked or war-torn lowlands. Interesting. War-torn. Yeah. All right. So maybe this and this have something to do with this. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll see, because we got another 8 right here. 20. That's a natural 20, which doesn't really mean anything on random tables. Rich or valuable. Rich or valuable large peaks. Great. It's a gold mine. Or something mine. We'll figure that out at a different date. There. Let's find out what this 8 is. Probably moving it up here because it's already on top of mountains. 3 depression lowlands. Great. Just an extension of the depression lowlands there. And an 11. Hallowed or radiant. Price choice. Or Paylor or whoever. Yeah, here and here. I like it. We'll just call this infested haunted area, California. Yeah, this like hills here and like the highland cliffs up here kind of follow that. There's like another line this way with the high cliffs. Yeah, something in here maybe. It's cool when maps do that. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh. It's hills. I'm just gonna join these hills over here. Yeah, because it's here's the the downward pull, but here's the upward pull. I like that. I like that a lot. Isn't mapping fun? More hills. Great. Just gonna expand those hills. 3. Yeah, the hotels in California are just awful, I hear. Here you're allowed to check out, but you can never leave. That sounds like a terrible place. But also, don't be traveling in this dire time. Cool. 2 hills, great. There's a 2 between these, so I think I'm gonna separate those a little, make some hills between them. Only makes sense. 4 medium peaks, great. I'm gonna bump that up so it's more like a range between the two hill ranges. That's like another. Well, then it dips here. Interesting. The line's probably this way though. Anyway, you got me thinking about actual geography. This is supposed to be Fantasyland. 5. Canyon or valley. Maybe just make it a. connect it to the land. Ignore the bit I've already drawn there. Cliff Claven. Oh man, we're gonna finish probably around on time. Still go a little over, I think. Large peaks. Great. Seven. Also large peaks. Great. You know what that means. We're just gonna connect them. Nice, and that kind of goes well with the hills there. Nice little inlet, yeah. More stone and cloud giants, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of giants. I don't know why. Just never got in on that. They're just tall humanoids. Don't at me. That's what the kids are saying, right? Don't at me. I don't care enough to argue my opinion. Alright. We'll do this 20 over here. Right here. This is going to be an island. Let's figure out what kind of island. 6. Cliff or crest. 5, 6. I'm gonna reroll that. We already got blood-soaked, war-torn. Doesn't super make sense for an island. Cliff Island 6. I am gonna reuse infested or crawling though, because I do like the idea of the infested island. Three. Gotta roll back up. Three. Depression lowlands. All right. Island of lowlands. I can't see that mountain there, or I would have probably done something differently. Yeah. So one of the tables, the next table, I'm actually going to roll on, not tonight, but I think we'll pick up with it on Wednesday. I might do another shape through there, but I'm not until Wednesday. Um, and I include vegetation, which basically is the like gauge for hot, dry, wet, cold, etc., etc. I've changed this one because I want this one to be more vegetation. So I've made the dry or basically the dry and wastelandy type terrain just unavailable here because I imagine this is a warmer climate, warmer rainforesty type area. So I did that. Yeah. But on my other tables, which you can look at down there, the world docs, I've got a bunch of different tables, and regular Fantasyland table has kind of a more even spread of like forest or barrens, tundra or savanna kind of balance. Six. Yeah, cliffs. That was 5. Nice, I like that. Two is hills. Cool. And then finally, for tonight, one last island. It's got a D20 there. And we're gonna pull them down. I'm gonna figure out what it is first, I think. 8. Ooh, large peak. Large peak, ancient or forgotten. A large peak, ancient. I'm just gonna put this here because 2 is hills. What was the 3 again? Depressions, lowlands, I think. If not, we'll just say it is because it saves time right now. Cool. The ancient peaks. Cool. That's that for tonight anyway, for this map. Got some really cool ideas from this map. Yeah, cool. Where do you want your house to be? So yeah, some cool stuff. I think I want another shape of the land, at least kind of here, maybe here. We'll sprinkle some dice around, see what happens. We'll do that at the beginning of next episode. Time we do this. Yeah, I'm still gonna talk about this. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. It was fun hanging out and talking about maps and stuff. Yeah. Next time we're gonna get into the vegetation, maybe some water areas, water features. We'll see how many kind of rolls we'll need for that. Cheers to you as well. You want to live far away from the earthquakes. That's nowhere here, probably. In this area, this earthquake central. Yeah. So, what else is there to say? Yeah, if you want to see my other maps and map making stuff, that's there'll be a thing to it there, but it's Rourke 2 everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna touch up this map before next time you see it, and we'll get into some stuff. Get into vegetation, ancient cities. There's more to do. Lots more work to be done. But yeah, thanks again for coming. That's gonna be it for me. Come back on Wednesday, or check out the VODs, or YouTube, or whatever. Yeah, thanks.